I sit here with sadness today to report to you that I'm incredibly disappointed in one of my all-time favorite fighters, my brother, Floyd Money Mayweather.
I'm disappointed. I really am disappointed. The thing is that Floyd is what they call an independent contractor. And what happens is that when you become an independent contractor, Skip, if you make $230 million, they give you two checks or a check for $230 million. It is up to you to take out the deduction and make sure state, federal, and whatever else needs to be deducted is paid to the Internal Revenue Service. Floyd, you made $230, and I get it, Skip. I can just imagine getting a check for $230 million. Like, hold on, I ain't see I.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that. We're gonna get through this.
Floyd Mayweather once stood at the very top of boxing. Undefeated with a flawless 50-0 record, billions of dollars in career earnings, and a reputation built around complete dominance, he appeared almost impossible to touch. But today, that image seems to be under increasing pressure. Tax controversies, accusations involving unpaid fighters, questionable cryptocurrency promotions, and now a reported $42 million Manhattan real estate transaction that many claim never actually happened have all placed him back under the spotlight. Instead of looking like the untouchable king of boxing, Mayweather is beginning to look like someone trying to preserve an image that is slowly slipping away. His rumored showdown with Mike Tyson no longer feels like just another exhibition. To many observers, it appears to be another opportunity to secure a huge payday before public interest fades. The story begins earlier this year when Floyd proudly announced what he described as the biggest business move of his career. Rather than revealing another fight or sponsorship, he claimed to have completed a massive $42 million investment involving 62 apartment buildings in Manhattan, presenting himself not only as a boxing legend, but also as a serious real estate entrepreneur.
Real estate. Well, lately I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings,
However, questions quickly started to emerge. Public property records reportedly showed no evidence that ownership of those buildings had ever been transferred to Floyd Mayweather. Business Insider reported that none of the properties he publicly claimed to have purchased appeared under his ownership. Adding even more uncertainty, the non-profit organization associated with the housing portfolio, NYC Housing Partnership, stated that it had never been notified of any planned transaction involving those properties. These developments immediately raised doubts about whether the deal had actually taken place.
And I'm pointing like this because all of them, we're in New York City right now. We're in Manhattan. That's what we do. Come on. You know what I'm doing? All this money made. No partners. All by myself. Over 1,000 apartments. I'm just getting started.
The controversy deepened when Mayweather's own representatives struggled to provide consistent explanations. When journalists requested documentation supporting the purchase, his real estate company introduced a man who identified himself as James McNair, one of Floyd's longtime business associates. Yet many people noticed something unusual. The individual's voice reportedly did not resemble recordings of the real James McNair, leading critics to question the authenticity of the appearance. The incident only increased suspicion and left many wondering exactly what was happening behind the scenes.
But what's so disappointing with me, Skip, Floyd Mayweather has gone through this before. What is it that you don't get? And I'm even more disappointed because you're on Instagram and on Twitter flaunting your opulence. You got bales and bales of money. You might have 30, 40 racks up in front of you. You got Bugattis and Enzo Ferraris and private jets and yacht and you big balling. And you won't cut these people their money? Now, Skip, I believe that he would have taken this fight anyway. It's hard to turn down $200, $300 million, Skip. But it looks to me that a major driving force between him, because I always thought it was Conor that wanted to fight. He wanted the big payday.
Yep.
But deep down, Floyd needed this payday because he got to settle a score. And let me tell you how the IRS works, Skip.
Do you have
To many observers, the entire situation has begun to resemble an elaborate publicity campaign rather than a confirmed business transaction. Critics continue asking whether the Manhattan acquisition was genuinely completed or simply another attempt by Mayweather to reinforce his image as one of the wealthiest athletes in history. Regardless of which explanation proves correct, the controversy has damaged the perception of a man whose personal brand has always revolved around as Money Mayweather. These questions have started to dull the image that once seemed untouchable.
Why you not coming back to fight? Why you not coming back to fight? So I look at the fight game, I said, okay. I said, you know, fighters fighting, they make 3 million, 4 million, 6 million, 7 million. Some may make 10 or 20 million. But I'm doing exhibitions and I'm making 20, 25 million, 100 million for exhibitions. So why would I come back and fight and get a guaranteed 35 million when I'm doing
This is hardly the first occasion that Floyd's finances have become the subject of public debate. Many fans still remember the highly publicized IRS controversy that surfaced in 2017 before his blockbuster fight against Conor McGregor. During that period, reports indicated that Mayweather requested additional time from the government to satisfy a significant tax obligation. The irony immediately caught public attention. A fighter famous for displaying enormous stacks of cash across social media was simultaneously seeking more time to pay his tax bill. The situation sparked widespread discussion about whether his financial reality truly matched the luxurious image he projected to the world.
Around him, how do the lawyers that I'm sure that he employs, the financial people that are probably running his life, telling him to stop spending $1 million a day, how do they not deal with his taxes?
Well, listen. He apparently had a tough time reading the thing, as they say. Like he didn't know what he couldn't read like
that's BS.
Something.
That is BS.
They said something.
Time
like
out.
that.
He is paying. I'm sure he's got a litany of people in his world.
I happen to agree.
Financial management people.
You think so?
You know, how long before he's suing somebody for mismanagement of funds? You know that's happening.
You'd certainly think so. By the way, they announced, I'll get your calls in a second, they did announce the pricing for Mayweather-McGregor. $100 for a high def, $90 for standard def. So there you go. So it's exactly what the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight was.
Nor was it an isolated incident. Over the years, Mayweather has reportedly faced several separate tax liens, creating what critics describe as a recurring pattern. They argue that the combination of extravagant spending, complicated financial matters, and a constant search for lucrative opportunities has repeatedly placed him under financial scrutiny. This is one reason why many people are skeptical about his upcoming bout with Mike Tyson. Some believe the motivation is less about competition and more about securing another enormous payday. Then there is the controversy involving Logan Paul. Following their 2021 exhibition match, Logan publicly claimed that he had not received the full amount he was owed. He repeatedly discussed the issue in interviews and on social media, suggesting that payment remained incomplete long after the event had ended. Those accusations added yet another chapter to the ongoing debate surrounding Mayweather's business dealings.
No, he didn't pay me
at all.
He didn't pay me. I think I won that fight. I think I won. He didn't knock out a YouTuber in 8 rounds.
Floyd's my homie. He's a cool dude.
Fucking tell him to pay me, bro.
How much you owe you?
Probably between 2.
For several months, Logan Paul continued speaking publicly about the dispute, insisting that the money he was promised had never fully arrived. During one podcast appearance, he openly challenged Floyd Mayweather, saying, "He still owes me money. Pay me, Floyd." His repeated comments kept the controversy alive and fueled even more debate among boxing fans, many of whom questioned why a fighter known for earning enormous purses would allow a payment dispute to become such a public issue.
Yeah, it's honestly bullshit. Like having people who aren't a professional promotional company control where the money goes is like, we made that mistake. But, you know, it's Floyd Mayweather, so before we fought him, we kind of were willing to do whatever, and now after the fact, we're kind of shooting ourselves in the foot. Yeah. Because he's a scumbag. But now that we know that, and everyone else who fights Floyd should know that, like, don't let him control the money.
Would you ever fight him again under any circumstances?
No, he wanted to. He reached out. And,
yeah.
But, like,
No?
Yeah.
What about double or
Yeah,
nothing?
Yeah. Double or nothing. Yeah, I already got nothing, bro. So
Can we get a photo? Sorry, girl.
It was fun though?
Cool. Yeah, of course.
So you're gonna change the way you do business when it comes to boxing now, man.
Yeah. Me and my
Thanks
brother.
so much.
Thank you. Sure, of course. Yeah. I gotta go, y'all, but.
Thank you so much.
You had fun doing it though?
Oh yeah.
I think we're done,
Most of my life.
Think about the irony. Floyd Money Mayweather has spent years building a reputation around nine-figure paydays and unimaginable wealth, yet accusations surfaced claiming he failed to pay someone who helped generate one of the easiest and most profitable exhibition events of his post-retirement career. Whether those claims are justified or not, the situation raised uncomfortable questions about the financial image Floyd has carefully cultivated over the years.
Shit in the ring I'd never seen before. Yo, one time I was like hunkered over and I was like by his hip and he kind of had me in a headlock. Motherfucker opens his glove and puts his hand over my mouth.
Stop you breathing.
So I couldn't breathe. I'd never seen this before. And opposite side of the ref. He knew where the ref was. He knew to cover my mouth. Straight up in the middle of the fight, I'm like, and I get up and I'm like, what the fuck? I just missed 2 breaths. Fact. Smart boxer, you know, that's the guy who's been to the ring before. He's smart. He knows his way in and out. No, I got paid. I got paid. Just not in full. Like, there's a couple million somehow that is just missing. Where did the money go? Floyd said he could afford a Jeff Bezos-sized jet from the money he made from that fight. I ain't got no fucking jet. What the fuck, dude? I'm missing a couple mil. We're gonna find it, bro. I'll see you in court. The art is happening. Just like, mark my words, we're coming for you, Floyd.
When fighters, business partners, and even major internet personalities begin publicly questioning your financial dealings, the damage extends far beyond money itself. It starts affecting credibility. Every new allegation chips away at the reputation that once made Mayweather appear untouchable. Instead of conversations focusing on his undefeated career, more attention has shifted toward payment disputes, business controversies, and the growing list of questions surrounding his financial affairs outside the ring.
Everybody in the crypto world is competing with one another, whereas I feel like everybody should be able to choose what they want to choose and go with who they want to go with. I think everybody should work together. And what I always did was I believed in myself. Before anybody else believed in me, I believed.
The controversy doesn't stop there. Mayweather has also found himself linked to several cryptocurrency promotions that later attracted significant criticism. Projects such as Centratech and Ethereum Max generated major headlines after facing lawsuits and allegations that investors had been misled. Because Floyd's name was attached to these promotions, many critics questioned whether celebrities should be endorsing financial products that ordinary investors may not fully understand, especially when those investments later collapse.
What's going on? What's happening?
Regulators eventually became involved as well. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission fined Mayweather after determining that he failed to disclose compensation he received for promoting certain initial coin offerings. In simple terms, authorities said he accepted payment to advertise investment opportunities without informing the public that he had been paid to endorse them. For someone whose public identity has always revolved around financial success and smart business decisions, these repeated controversies have continued to raise difficult questions. Whether discussing disputed real estate transactions, tax matters, unpaid exhibition payments, or cryptocurrency promotions, critics argue that Floyd's financial legacy has become almost as widely debated as his legendary accomplishments inside the boxing ring.
Celebrity endorsements. One was DJ Khaled, hilarious, and Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
And he posted on his Instagram him taking this what do you call it? The Centra card?
Centra card.
The Centra cards. And going and purchasing something with his Bitcoin at a store.
Yeah.
He did that knowing that it didn't work.
Floyd Mayweather doesn't know anything that's going on, really. So, like,
we all know that.
Yeah.
The guy can't read,
Yeah.
How much did you guys pay him?
Like $1 million.
He took that knowing or not caring if it worked?
It was just knowing, not knowing, right? Like, they didn't care. He does a million promotions like that. It was basically you speak to his manager. Yeah. He's like, this is Floyd's price. And you send the money over. Yeah. The manager makes his little cut from it. Mm-hmm. And he just says, what do you want me to say? And what do you want me to do?
Okay.
Right? And you just basically.
For someone who built his reputation on being one of boxing's sharpest businessmen, Floyd Mayweather continues to find himself at the center of financial controversies. Now attention has shifted to another headline-grabbing event scheduled for 2026, his proposed showdown with Mike Tyson. On paper, the matchup brings together two of the sport's most recognizable names, promising a spectacle that immediately captures worldwide interest. Yet beyond the excitement, many fans believe the fight is being driven more by financial opportunity than by sporting competition.
Tyson, if there were some pre-arrangement for this fight, Tyson's animosity, well documented towards Floyd. Any chance that he's going in there and, and saying, hey, screw all, I don't care what agreement was made, if there was one at all, I want to kill this dude?
Nah. He gonna get a check. Floyd's gonna get a check. And they're gonna get a check that's real huge because of their names. So nobody...
The event certainly carries enormous commercial appeal. Two legendary champions stepping into the ring is enough to attract global attention, but many observers see another story beneath the surface. Tyson is approaching his 60s, while Mayweather is nearing 50, and neither man has competed regularly at the highest level in recent years. Even so, the financial rewards are expected to be massive. Broadcast agreements, sponsorship deals, merchandise sales, and countless other revenue streams could generate millions. Critics argue that these financial incentives, rather than competitive ambition, are the biggest reason Floyd continues accepting exhibition-style events. They believe preserving the Money Mayweather lifestyle has become just as important as preserving his boxing legacy.
Floyd Mayweather, why the hell did he agree to fight you? That seems like a bad decision by him.
Well, listen, I was minding my business. I'm flying my birds, tending to my children, and he's the one, he came with the sign. His name was on the contract signed already. And he was talking really bad and nasty to me. So I was like, God damn. I thought we were friendly, talking great. He's all right.
That's got to be such a cool thing for boxing fans, Mike, to have two of the all-time legends in there. Are you excited just to see the thing of that like it was with you and Roy?
Nah, man, we want to get him, man. What are you talking about? Start talking crazy. Like, kick his ass.
He doesn't know what he signed up for.
Yeah, I told the exhibition. He's talking crazy.
So he's like, this is, but Mike, come on, man. He can't be doing anything to you. Like, that's a bad decision by him.
Hey.
Meanwhile, reports indicate that Mike Tyson has been training seriously with the help of former heavyweight champion Evander Holyfield, showing that he intends to prepare as thoroughly as possible. Floyd, on the other hand, has continued focusing heavily on the business side of the event. As anticipation grows, fans remain divided over his true motivation. Some believe he still enjoys competing inside the ring, while others argue the fight is simply another carefully calculated business decision designed to secure one more enormous payday before stepping away once again.
Watch, and then at the end, bro, clip this. They're gonna go, Mike Tyson versus Floyd Mayweather was the lamest thing I've ever seen. I can't believe I actually tuned in. That's the last Tyson fight I will ever watch. No, it won't be. People have short-term memory. They're gonna forget about the last Tyson fight they saw, even though we all know what he looked like. And they're gonna watch Floyd versus
that, and that's precisely is why you need to do what you're gonna do in life. Do you, dude? It doesn't matter.
Looking at the bigger picture, many of Floyd's recent moves have left critics believing he is working harder than ever to protect the image he spent decades building. Questions surrounding the reported Manhattan real estate purchase, payment disputes involving exhibition opponents, cryptocurrency controversies, and an endless series of exhibition bouts have changed the public conversation. Instead of discussing his unmatched defensive skills or undefeated record, many people are now debating business decisions and financial headlines. The aura that once made Mayweather appear completely untouchable no longer feels quite as strong as it once did.
Big jet, 6 windows. Try 14.
Because of all these developments, some believe Floyd Mayweather's biggest challenge is no longer finding success inside the ring but protecting the reputation he built outside of it. His accomplishments as a boxer are already secured in history, but public opinion about his business career remains far less certain, and in my opinion, Floyd Mayweather's legacy inside the ring is undeniable, but the ongoing financial controversies have raised questions that only time will answer. Whether you're Team Floyd or Team Pacquiao, let's keep the discussion respectful. I'd love to hear your honest thoughts. Drop your opinion in the comments below. So now we want to hear from you. Do you believe Floyd Mayweather can overcome these controversies and protect his legacy, or do you think the constant financial headlines are beginning to overshadow everything he achieved in boxing? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest boxing updates.